city surplus. Oh, we sell everything. Skin pack.
Let's see what you have.
The
Ellie?
You're back. How did everything go with the Nakano case?
I tracked Kenji's daughter to a synth refuge up north near Far Harbor. She's back home,
That's
safe and sound.
great. We don't often get to bring people good news. It's a nice change of pace. Thanks for coming in for this one. I knew something good was happening when you and Nick started working together. Don't be a stranger, Gumshoe.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you're giving our friend here all the
Just
credit.
keeping you on your toes, Nick.
No loitering. Easy. Rose. Got it.
I think this is the best way to proceed. Start in here. Why don't you check out the living room? Must be some hint where that boy ran. You know, for all the talk, I'd put the chances of this being an Institute snatch job somewhere between 0 and none. Earl Sterling, local assistant bartender? Why not nab the bartender himself? Lord knows Vadim samples his own wares. Some weird behavior wouldn't make anyone bat an eyelash. Nothing over here. And Earl had lousy people skills. Might score the Institute some points. The last person you'd ever suspect. Why not snatch someone with charm? Someone who could get you what you want. Earl could barely get you a drink by closing on a busy night. Where's that leave us? Wasn't much for the great outdoors, so... likely not raiders or no, this all screams accident. Hello. Hey, come here. I think I found something.
This line of work, you have to expect the unexpected. Still, I've got to admit, I've never had a case quite like Kasumi's.
It turned out to be quite an adventure.
Yeah, a whole island trying to kill us. Here's hoping the next case just takes us to some dingy bar. I could use a slow glad things ended as well as they have. The Nakanos are a happy family again. As much as anyone around here can be.
start thinking you're a synth. Doc.
Radiation poisoning is a common ailment, but we can cure just about anything.
Do you know anything about this receipt?
Let me see. This is Dr. Crocker's deplorable handwriting, all right. Looks like Earl Sterling was one of his patients. The procedure noted here is mundane. Low-risk cosmetic work. Dr. Crocker never performed it, however. Said Earl... Now, let's get back to talking about your medical needs.
Where is Doc Crocker?
Last time I saw him, he had to get something out of the surgery cellar. Probably just had to wash some needles or move... Anyway, we should get back to your immediate medical requirements.
I need to get into the cellar, Doctor.
What does this look like? A public outhouse? You know what? Don't answer. Why on earth would I let you down there?
I'm investigating a missing person, Doctor. And I think the trail leads to your basement.
Missing person? You're talking about Earl, aren't you? You can't honestly think... You know what? Fine. If it'll put the matter to rest, go see for yourself. But if I find one instrument out of place, you'll be getting the bill.
Where'd all this blood come from? It goes right into the basement.
Oh, Earl. You've really been a handful, you know.
But I think we're just about done. Our little mistake is finally going to be...
Oh, naughty, naughty. You're not supposed to be down here, but that's okay. I can fix that. I can fix anything.
Put down the gun, Crocker. It's over.
For Doc Crocker? Why would it be over for the brilliant surgeon everyone
He never
loves?
makes mistakes or loses patients.
He just makes people happy.
You made a mistake, but you can still do the right thing, Doctor. Just think
Drop
this
the
through.
weapon, Doc. Haven't enough people suffered today?
You're right. There's one thing I can do. Only one thing is going to make this all better.
Can fix anything.
What's going on here? Is that Dr. Crocker? I think you owe me an explanation. What happened here?
Doc Crocker killed Earl Sterling. I found out, and then he killed himself. Guess he couldn't
Dr.
handle
Crocker
the guilt.
killed Earl? The facial reconstruction. So he really did go through with it. That explains a lot more than I'm comfortable with. Dr. Crocker always cared about his reputation, but this is inhuman.
You didn't know. It's not your fault.
Of course it's not my fault. That moron and his damn appearance over practice mentality. Now 2 lives have been lost. I better report all this to security. Get out of here. It's going to take a long time to clean this place of biohazards.
So, the doctor did it, huh? Feels like there's a cliché in there somewhere.
The case is solved, at least. He won't hurt anyone ever
You're
again.
better at this than I thought you'd be. And I already thought you'd be good. Ellie's holding the fee for this one. Ought to go talk to her. That man decided to die.
What, you lost?
Miss Perkins.
So, you two find out where Earl Sterling ran off to?
Why was I looking for Earl Sterling again?
Well, to help the folks down at the Dugout Inn get some closure about that, plus a pile of caps when it's all said and done.
Earl never went anywhere. Doc Crocker killed him during a botched
Crocker
surgery.
killed Earl? Gone as long as he was, I figured maybe Raiders or the Institute, but Crocker? Where's the doc now? Rotting in a cell, I hope.
Crocker killed himself. He couldn't take the guilt.
I'm sorry you two had to go through that. Here, take this. Sounds like you earned it. I'll send word along. Let everyone down at the Dugout Inn know what happened. Shame it couldn't be Thanks again news. For closing this one out.
Ms. Perkins.
Thanks again for closing out the Nakano case. You never know where some of the hard ones are going to take you.
I heard what you did for old Travis. It was real nice of you.
Well, well. Nikki Valentine walks into my office for a change.
What can I say, Piper? You, me, and hard luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
Including your client here in that analogy? So, you two are finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story?
We need help, Piper. This man named Kellogg kidnapped my son. But that wasn't all. He was working with the Institute.
The Institute?
He gave them Sean.
Oh boy. I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone. Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there. But to this day, there's one thing nobody
where the Institute
really knows.
actually is, or how to get in.
But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Huh.
Man like that would have had access. In and out.
But we both know that angle isn't going to work.
Yeah. Any other ideas?
Talk about a literal dead end, huh?
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
Doesn't matter what he knew. I'd kill him again in a heartbeat.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so...
I have to go to the Memory Den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
I'll head out with Piper. We'll meet you there.
Sounds good. You two stay out of trouble. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Hey.
You say the word.
Piper.
You know, the Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once. The Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on these new guys. The Brotherhood of Steel.
That Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
Yeah, the Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want. Especially if it's They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but they're... Let's just say they have their own agenda.
Tell me about the Minutemen.
You know that group you rescued and conquered? As far as I know, they're the last Minutemen left in They used to be a volunteer army, dedicated to protecting friends, family, and neighbors. Sounds soft, but they were a real thing at one point.
You said something about the railroad.
Supposedly, they help runaway synths escape the Institute, but they're secretive. Ultra paranoid. The only thing I have is a rumor. A code phrase. Follow the Freedom Trail.
We should get going.
All right.
Heard you rescued Valentine. Good work.
Hey, Arturo.
You know, a shotgun's great insurance against...
Sure. Let's take...
Feel free to...
Oh, hey. How are you?
Travis.
I haven't forgotten what you've done for me.
Everyone.
curfew is in effect. Repeat, a mandatory curfew is in effect. Return to your homes and await further instructions. Curfew violation detected. Commencing... time to die! Let's play, little human! Who's there?
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
Unless it's keep dumb assholes away from me insurance. I'm not interested.
Now don't be like that. I think you're gonna like what I have on offer. You hand over everything you got in them pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Time out.
First time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap. I like you already. Walk into a new place, make a show of dominance. Nice. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Good neighbor? That what you call this place?
That's right. We cobbled this little neighborhood together out of the freaks and misfits that just wouldn't be accepted anywhere else. You'll see. You make enough friends here, you'll call this place home soon enough. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
A gun for every occasion.
Well, well, Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs. you big flirt.
Dr. Amari?
Yes. I take it this isn't a social call.
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's
I
dead.
know it's asking for a miracle, Amari. But you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you too mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this.
Fine.
And so do we.
I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. An incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit
If
down.
I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are in the Institute.
Perfect.
Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Is Nick gonna be okay?
Yes, the connections appear to be stable. Hopefully, it'll be as simple as unplugging the implant once we're done. That doesn't get around the current problem. The memory encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers? Run your cognitive functions and he'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Any idea what I'm gonna see in there?
I have no clue. But considering we only have a single piece of the medial temporal lobe and not the whole brain, I doubt it'll be cohesive.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
And that makes it official, folks.
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him.
There appears to be another
I should
intact
have.
memory close to you.
Instead,
in temporal
I ended up...
sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy,
I'll
but
connect you to the next intact memory.
you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next...
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me.
We seem to be getting closer.
That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Systems are shutting down.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all Pod C6, down the hall near the end.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once. I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a
Forget I
priority.
said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes. Their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to find
You're right.
him.
A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg? Is that you?
What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Amari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
I'll see you around, Nick.
Good luck out there. You know where to find me.
Always on good behavior, aren't you?
Didn't realize I had been.
So this is you not even trying, huh? I appreciate it. Too few folks can be bothered. Of course, in my experience, if you want to do real good, playing nice only gets you so far. I mean, look at Diamond City. A place I've been trying to warn of real danger. But every issue I publish, all I hear
Piper,
is... why don't you ever publish anything happy? Piper, why can't you write something nice for a change? It's enough to make me want to hang up my hat some days.
Sounds like it must be exhausting.
No kidding. But people, they deserve to know the truth. Sure, it can be scary, knowing what's really out there. A night doesn't go by, I'm not afraid some Institute drone will decide today's the day to pay old Piper and family a visit. Because I know the truth. That's what protects us.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. How can you protect you and yours if you don't know what you're facing?
Exactly. Most folks, though, they'd prefer a comforting lie. Not me. I've seen firsthand what the truth can do. My sister and I, we grew up way out in the Commonwealth. Tiny little settlement. He was part of the local militia. Keeping the raiders off our backs and the mirelurks out of our latrines, as he'd describe it. One day, our dad turns up dead. His captain, asshole named Mayburn, claims raiders must have gotten him on watch. Start making inquiries. Turns out, the captain, he'd sold out. Thought he wasn't getting paid enough to babysit the town. He was gonna leave the gates open one night. Let a group of raiders sack the place and take a cut of the profits. My dad found out and was gonna turn Mayburn in, but Mayburn got to him first. And I wasn't about to let that bastard get away with murder. Tried talking to the mayor, but he wouldn't listen. So, I papered the entire town in posters. Wanted for gross dereliction of duty. Captain Mayburn wanted to talk after that. The town threw Mayburn out on his ass and were dug in when a very surprised group of raiders finally showed.
I'm sorry about your dad.
Thanks. It was hard after he was gone, but knowing that he died doing right, that's all. But hey, I'm sorry if I've been rambling. I just get fired up sometimes. It's just nice to talk to someone who actually seems to get it, you know? So, should we head out?
You got the memory pod loaded up? Oh, you're not Irma.
Hi.
Good neighbor's crazy. Thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just gotta escape a little to make it through the day.
Escape? What do you mean?
Reliving old memories. Like Thanksgiving, 2071. Mom made a 12-pound turkey. And then we all listened to the Silver Shroud versus Captain Cosmos. Even you ever listened to the Silver Shroud? That's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
My family and I used to listen to every new episode.
You mean when they first aired? How? The last broadcast was hundreds of years ago.
I was in cryogenic storage for a long time. I only just woke up.
Oh man, that's amazing! You're just like Mr. Abominable from episode 83.
Wasn't he a caveman?
Yeah, that's the one. They found him in an iceberg off the harbor. Boy, if you just woke up. The world these days must take some getting used to.
It seems like people are finally rebuilding and recovering from the nuclear war.
Maybe in some parts, like Diamond City. But over here, we got a ways to go. I got a question for you. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun? I got a plan to bring him to life. So we can fight bad guys and give the rest of us a symbol of something better.
What plan?
I've built my own custom machine gun. Even better than the one in the show. But to make this work, I still need the most important piece. The genuine Silver Shroud costume herself. And they actually got one here in Boston. They made it for the TV show. Will you help?
I'll get the costume for you.
You're gonna do this? For real? Before the bombs fell, they were filming the Silver Shroud pilot over at Hubris Comics. So that's where you'll find it. You're the best.
kick the breeze back. Shoot the fat. Now I know you all are doing your own thing.
Brotherhood of
but I
Steel,
don't want
better
anyone
stay
here to
out of
forget
Good
what
Neighbor.
matters.
That's
Hey,
all I'm saying.
Daisy, glad you can make it. How's my favorite girl doing? Didn't I see you the other day?
He wishes.
All right, we're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters. We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Like it is, Hancock.
Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community? That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later, you've earned yourself some... The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
We all know I got my own personal beef with that lardhead. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind when someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute? And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Good neighbor.
And who's in charge of Good Neighbor? Of the people, for the people.
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not buying it.
You must be terminated. Attacking and...
Back issues of Grodnak the Barbarian. I could use. Damn. Found them, and they do not. next time you're in my house, I need to keep an eye on you good.
That's it. Nice.
Did super mutants decorate this place?
Yes. Bingo. There we go.
live in the city. He saves 1 or 2 people, and everyone forgets he's a freaking synth.
Friggin' hole. Ghouls.
Hey there.
Whatever you want. I ain't got time.
We can talk about guns, or maybe you want to consider something more
up close and personal.
I'll take a look, sure.
Everything...
Good neighbor, huh? You looking to get stoned or stabbed?
Looks like we got enough.
I got your costume, Kent. And some other goodies you might like.
There she is, pretty as the posters. The Silver Shroud costume herself. And memorabilia, too? You're something else. Together with my gun, everything's all set.
Here you go.
After all these years, the Silver Shroud is born again. But I'm just not Silver Shroud material. I could be Rhett Reinhardt, or his butler, Jarvie Blake. But the Shroud is strong, capable.
What happens to the suit?
Oh, I have an idea who should wear it. You up for being the Silver Shroud? You already got your own origin story and everything. What with the cryovault and all.
Looks like I get to be the Shroud.
The costume and gun are yours. So you patrol Good Neighbor's streets, and I'll call in any crimes on my radio station. Here's some calling cards, I guess. When you dispatch justice, leave them behind. That way, everyone knows the Silver Shroud has returned. Time to fight crime!
In case you're wondering, the Diamond City radio signal comes in loud and clear here in Good Neighbor.
Silver Shroud costume? Hey, no judgment, but ain't that a kid's show?
Better keep your iron strapped on. Friendly advice.
If you wanted to make me a second printing press while you're at it.
sure as hell didn't act like them. Institute thinks they can replace people with synths in this town? They got another thing coming.
What am I gonna tell his mother?
Hey, just your friendly neighborhood watch. Shooting down Institute spies as they crop up.
What happened here?
Ah, poor Sammy got snatched up by the Institute. Then those bastards send this low-rent double in his place. It didn't make it 2 days before everyone realized something was wrong with him. Then we made the call, and here we are. Speaking of which, I gotta figure out where this body needs to get dumped. Why don't you get going?
Got a reason to be bothering me. I just had to shoot up a synth body snatcher over here.
All right, I'm going.
You stay close to you and yours now. They start acting weird. You get that gut punch that says they've been replaced, you'll know what to do.
Synths. Not so scary now.
Hey.
What's with the fancy duds? Looks expensive. Might be I found a new friend.
Your crimes have gone unpunished for too long.
What the hell's wrong with you? Well, nothing a few bullets. You mess with...
Yeah? Your lady friend there. She's the dame who writes public occurrences, right? Good stuff. I always did appreciate good investigative journalism. What? You need something to take the edge off?
Hi.
What's up?
Silver Shroud in the flesh. Oh no! Death is coming for me! We ain't the only friends of AJ here. You follow?
Hey, look at the clown. This is my turf, clown. And I don't appreciate what you call 'em's trespasses.
Peddling poison to kids, are we? Today, you face the Silver Shroud!
Who you say? Oh, for Christ's sake. Did Kent put you up to this? He keeps moaning about the poor little kids. What the hell, right? Tell you what. I'll pay you, let's say 50 caps just to shut up about it. And, maybe get Kent off my back. All right?
Stop selling to children, a miscreant, or face my wrath.
Board up the windows because we're putting you out of business.
Screw you. Waste the freak.
Shroud in action? Stay near Whitechapel Jolly. The Shroud's sure to interrogate him to find the evildoer's whereabouts.
Galaxy News Radio. When evil walks the streets
Commissar. Welcome in the third rail. Go on in.
What? Another one of you mercs looking for McCready? He's in the back room.
Make way for paying customers. You look like one of them wankers from the posters. What you wearing that for?
You look upon the Silver Shroud. I seek a miscreant named Kendra.
Shroud? More like a nut. Kendra is not one to be trifled with. People associated with her have a habit of being found face down. If you're set on meeting her, for a fee it can be arranged.
It is not wise to stand between the Silver Shroud and righteous justice.
Justice? You mean to end her? In that case, her flat's just south of Good Neighbor. Water Street apart. For the blighters she's got with her. Nasty piece of business, that. Good luck.
Is someone present? Your termination is inevitable.
Actuator damaged.
Combat subroutine.
I am the victim of violence.
Please don't be ferals.
What the? End of the... First the snake, and...
Got it. You must be Kendra.
And you're the crazy one in the costume. Wayne Delancey's killer. You have no idea who you're dealing with. I do so like it when the little bug crawls willingly into the spider's webs.
You have taken your last life, villain.
You stole my line. Wayne will be avenged.
Another special update. No, it wasn't Bobby No-Nos who offed AJ and his goons. It was the Silver Shroud. See his calling card if you don't believe me. Now's our time, listeners. Justice is coming, a good neighbor. You'll see.
Galaxy News Radio.
When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode, Into the Robot's Den.
That's all of them. Fat Fahey's Mobbots have been sent back to the mechanical hell that spawned them.
Yes, my choleric companion. And no, robotic hellspawn they were. But not Fat Fahey's. For he himself presented the facts. Someone else is actually...
the master of it all. You're right. But who? Dearest mistress of mysteries, you and I have battled Boston's rogues gallery. Oh, well, your guts around my neck!
Certainly. But which criminal culprit has the technological know-how to construct such calamities? I don't.
You don't know anything. Yeah, right. I do see. And I'll tell you the shadowed streaks of something. The Mobbot's heads. He's still talking. You darn right I am. I can't feel my legs, 'cause you shot me up good, Shroud. But I still got my kiss of sea, and I'm gonna use it to tell you where the big boss man is, see? And your one gonna do for me, huh? Okay, so we created me.
Another headliner. Hancock seeks a special meeting with our hero, the Silver Shroud. Whatever it's about, be careful, Shroud. We're all with you.
Galaxy News Radio.
Trying to stay on good behavior here.
Mayor Hancock?
Guess what someone tells me? Some costume freak is operating in good neighbor. And the kicker is, it ain't me. How should I feel about this?
This neighborhood is ill. I am the cure.
You're priceless. Like the Silver Shroud himself walked out of a comic book into my den. Just priceless. You've been busy scaring people, bashing in a few faces. I respect that. But I gotta ask, one freak to another. Why the getup?
Many have sought to pierce the shroud, to no avail.
Just don't stop. Stay you, pal. The lowlifes you took out all belong to the same asshole. And that asshole's planning some old-fashioned revenge on you. You dig? Fortunate for you, I want Sinjin to take a dirt nap. He's taken 2-bit raider outfits and made them scary. Small fish now, but if left alone...
He will be judged for his crimes.
Trust me, he needs a lot of judging. Got a lead on 2 of his own, Smiling Kate and Northy. Smiley is gathering a posse to take you out. And Northy is just running scared. Hired himself some goons and is holding up in Prospect. Just keep piling those body bags up until you find the location of the big guy himself.
Sinjin thinks he's above judgment, but no one is safe from the Silver Shroud.
Don't get killed. You deal with Sinjin, and I'm inclined to show you some gratitude. You feel me?
What the?
I'll whirl your guts around my left. What? Ah!
Boy! If it isn't the boy behind the costume.
You've been really naughty, Mr. Shroud, making all my friends so nervous with your calling cards. Taking out St. John's favorite toy soldiers. But now it's time to rip your goddamned heart out! Who's there?
Wait. The hell?
Where'd that little fucker go?
Oh, it's you. Oh, sugar. I told Kent all that hero stuff was going to get you both killed. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Calm yourself. The Shroud is here to help.
Please, stop. That's what got Kent into trouble in the first place. A dozen raiders barged in and snatched him. When they took him away. They left you a message. Just listen to Kent's radio station. It keeps playing it over and over again.
What are you doing?
St. John, all clear.
This is the Shroud's headquarters. So you must be the Silver Shroud's little friend. Yes. If you want to see your friend alive, Shroud, meet me at Milton General Hospital.
Don't do it, Shroud. It's a trap. Save yourself. Ah! Ah! Oh my God! Do it, Shroud! Do it! On my knee. Ah!
Handcuff.
Just the part I was looking for. The guys back at the garage are gonna flip. Nothing else to find here. This hunk of junk is picked clean, Daddy-O.
You building something?
My friends and I soup up old power armor. We have groovy metal suits like you have never seen. You seem like a cool cat. You should check out our digs. Our machines are something to see, Jack.
bet.
Hey! Playing games with me, huh?
Going down.
Just what I was looking for. Trundling around looking for something that wants to blow me to
Here.
Ha! Found your sorry ass!
Losing people!
Second floor.
Time to reel him in.
Expected?
Normal other all day.
Going down.
Shroud! I want to talk with you! I'm gonna say it again. Hold, assholes. Anyone turns heel, I'm coming for you and your family. And you, Shroud. You step any closer, and we get to see what's inside Ken's head.
You shield yourself behind an innocent.
Before, huh?
You are craven, St. John, and you shall fall before me.
Don't talk to me like that. Some of these losers think you're some sort of legend. Like you walk straight out of a comic book. But you and I know, you're human. And you're weak. You came here and for what? Your little sidekick?
I have cut a path through all your thugs. Who can truly say I'm not the Shroud?
Don't listen, man. He's a phony. So what's gonna happen is this. I'm going to kill Kent. Then we're gonna shoot the hell out of you. Nothing's gonna be left but paste. Then, I'm going to Good Neighbor and kill every last worthless bastard there and burn the whole thing down. No one screws with St. John.
What happens is this. Everyone that points a gun at me dies. Every last one.
Jesus. St. John can't do anything to us if he's dead.
Cowards!
Kent.
I've never been so happy to see anyone in my entire life.
I'm glad I got here in time.
You and me both, Shroud. But I don't know. I just give up. On all of it. Crime fighting just isn't what I thought it'd be.
If you just quit, then the bad guys have already won.
You're right. But I'm tired. I just want to go home. I'm going back to Good Neighbor. Really, thanks for saving me. But I'm just done.
Hi.
I never wanted to work for St. John.
I never wanted to work for St. John.
Let's decorate this place.
Going up. Second floor.
Die! Pain! You die now, human!
Gotta shoot the breeze? Take a walk.
I just need time to recover, you know?
Go ahead.
The deed is done. The dreaded St. John breathes no more.
All by your lonesome, you took down the big bad St. John. We get to walk that tightrope of freedom one more day. Take this for the effort.
You played your part in serving justice to those most deserving of it.
I'm gonna miss these little conversations. Ah, Kent, my man. Why the long face? You got what you wanted.
I was tortured. Almost died. It's not like the radio plays at all.
Hey, who hasn't been tortured from time to time? The price of throwing down with the man is always a few scars. Pick yourself up. Good neighbor's just a bit safer thanks to the two of you.
What would the Shroud be without his faithful friend, Red Reinhardt?
This means a lot to me. I'm gonna need some time to heal, you know? But then I got a special project in mind, just for you. I'll fire up my radio station if I make any progress.
Sometimes you need to sacrifice a piece to keep the game going. Keep that in mind.
Hey.
You say the word. You hungry? These always keep me going.
Is everything all right between us, Piper?
It's hard to say at the moment. I think I need you to show me you're not just out here for yourself.
Nothing else for now.
Sure.